Are we ready for AB time? 1212 is 720 minutes plus 12 equals 732. Now we can question ourselves. What is 732? It's whatever you want it to be. And it is whatever it is. 7 times 2 is 14. AD, 1 times 4. 7 plus 2 is 9, equals to 9. 9 and 14 equals to 23. The 12 letter and the 8 letter equals to a total of 20, TT. The letter Z is the 26th letter. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. The letter Z is the divider of 8. Why? Because the percentage sign, if you take a look at it, if you take a look at the percentage sign, here's the percentage sign. So in reality, you make a 9 and you get a 6 and you have the percentage sign. And you put an I on this sign, an I on that sign, an I on this sign, and you have divided. So the Z letter has now decided divided between two sides. So if you take this letter to look at it, it becomes the F letter and the F letter. The same way, this is the A, and we square it off, looking like F. Or we square it off on this way, looking like 7. Why do I get a center line here on this side? And why do I not get a center line on this side? Because the bottom of this side looks like this. But the bottom on this side looks like this. It's like if you want to look this, we can turn this out in all actuality, and this would be, I don't know how to explain it. I can turn this into the twin towers, one going up, one going down. I can make this the center to the pillars. We have the pillars. We have the I and the H, the separation, the strength. Behold, 60, 5 times 12, 512 memory, 512 memory, 4 moons. 112 are counting 1 to 12 equals to 78. It equals to October, which is the value of 10. What is this? This is 2 hours of time. 2 hours of 12 minutes of time, 12, 12. Forget about the 12 in the front, because we know that's 0, 0. 0, 0 time, and I'm going to show you how I remove the 12. And explaining it over here, the 12 goes in between. 12 is what brings together the two worlds. The 60 minutes, the 10 times, 1 to 9, 2 to 8, 4 to 6. When all 10 comes together, it's because of the clock. Comes together with the clock. One side of 10, two sides of 10. Here's two sides, there'll be two sides of 12. 112 and 112. I only need one because there's one for here and there's one for here. One here and one here. The number 11 and the number 3, when you see the number 11 and 3, 3 and 2. Anyways, 5 and 6. 5 and 6, ISIS. The end of the time clock. 12 and 60, 72. 12 and 60, 72. 1 and 2 is A and B. 2 times 7, 2 plus 7 equals G, I, B, W, I, N, red, Browns, Cleveland Browns, Grover, Cleveland. 22 equals 4 and 4. 24 equals 6 and 8. 8 and 5. Something to do with silver. Silver. Something to do with silver. This becomes your day and your night. Something to do with silver. Transferring over of an energy. 3 times 3. The difference between all these separations, okay, the top on each side, is when I separated, here's 2 by 2x and a single separation. Here's a 2 by 2x and a single separation. I did the same thing, but I only did it 2 by 2 this way. Here, okay, it was height, but there was no separation. Here I separated by one area. But when I come to put this inside of a 3 house, this mountain needs to be made up twice. The only way to do this, okay, perfectly, is to mirror the image in order to get this mountain on top of this, equaling to an angle, our artwork. Okay, if it's not perfect, it's an angle in the artwork. We must make it perfect so we can understand the opposition house. So x, and x, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Separation of 10. Two mountains. I need to separate 1, 2 areas of its own. This thing has to be 1 here, 1 between, equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Empty, 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 empty. 4 empty, 5 filled. 5 and 4, the area of the IT. You see, this is the only mountain up. But look at the area creation over here. This is the area that it fulfills over here. So this is like 2 slices. 2 slices. I'm now slicing into just everything. So your final slice comes over here free. Or it would be in the corner. This one would slice off the corner. Anyways, the value is here. Since the area over here in the center that gets spliced, this area in the center will now have an area here and an area here, giving this area in the center twice the value of any of the other areas. So now I will split it twice the value here, 4 times the value here, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, or 2, 4, 2, and the same thing over here. This area also goes up too high in the corner over here. This is 1 area, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This now has 16 numbers inside of it. Now you split it 1 down over here and 1 down over here, but it doesn't count because you're splitting its own house. It only becomes a half house or a halfway house. This counts as the 12 ball in pool. The 11 ball and the 3, the 12 ball and the 4. This can also be the 13 ball, the orange ball. This can be the 12 ball. 1 and 2 is 3. Again, it comes back to purple and the sun orange. Connecting just 1, 2, 3, and 4. We don't need any of the other numbers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 1 is the opposite of 6 and 6. 1 and 1 is your 11. Anyways, so then we'd have 10, then we'd have 20, we'd have 30, we'd have 40, we have 50, we have 60, we have a total of 90 inside this entire cube here. Each one is 10, 10, 10, 10. Each one is 3 and 3, 6, and 1 in the center. We're not going to count this one. We're not going to count this one. Or we're going to count 1, 2, 3. We're going to count 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to count the center. One of the times, either we don't count this one and this one, or we don't count this one and this one. You have a choice. Okay? You can't put them together. The only time this goes together is when it's controlling both sides. So 90 will now count 90 in the first 7 worlds, 90 in the next 7 worlds. That'll be 180 of a possible 720 because you only can do half at a time. But 90, okay, is only 1/4. 90 to 360 once, that is 46. 90 to 360 twice, this is 28. Count one of 2 worlds. Count A or B, not both at once. Okay? Spirit, soul. Spirit, soul. So now this becomes 7 of 9 and then 7 of 9. Okay? Which leaves 2 of 9 and 2 and 9 undone. The birth in the gateway creation of the light. 1 minus 7, 7 and 0, 9 and 2. 0, 2, 20. 63 is creation and 16 is the light. 79. Why 2? 9 minus 2, 9 plus 7. 7 plus 9. 9 and 7 is 16. 7, 9 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. If I want to get back to 9 again, I would have to put 0. Or 9. And that would be Venus. 9 by 9 is 81 Venus. 0 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9 Venus. It's 81 and it's 18 reverse of itself. Not all numbers do that. 7 by 7 is 49. Here it's 9 times 9 equals to 81. 9 plus 9 equals to 18. 7 plus 7 equals to 14. Not all the numbers do that. So you see over here, this is 30. In order for me to have 120, how many of these 30s? I need how many of this? I need 12 of these. I need a total of 36 straight numbers. I need 36 times 10 equaling to 360 degrees. And I need to do it again. 36 times 10. Here's 3. So I need to make 12 times tic-tac-toe times 3. So I need 36 times 9 equals to 54 and 270 equals to 324. 18 times 18. 36, 36, 36. 108. 3 times gets 2 divisions. 3 times add 3 equals to 111. Equals to 35 plus 37 plus 39. The center of roulette, top floor of the Twin Towers. 3 times 108 is 324. The sun and the passing of the spirit. This has got to be increased in size. I didn't give the number yet. But 3 is one world and 2 is the other world. It's 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2 because this is 1 and 2. The 4 is 2 and 2. The 5 is 2, 2 and 1. The 6 is actually, how is the 6? The 6 is 3 and 2 because it's 3 areas and it's 2 areas. It's the 4 areas on the outside and the 2 in between, 4 and 2. The 6 is actually 8. 4 corners, it's 2 by 2 and 2. Wow, how do I even say the 2? It's so funny that we even ask it. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. If I had to figure out what size the positioning of the arm is, okay, I would put it right over here and I would say 50. I would say 10 this way and 10 this way. So that 10, 10 is now 100 of 2 measured angles, equaling to the center dart 50. So the actual accumulation of this is 100. Plus its thickness, we're not going to count. So if this is 100, then this is 200, and this is 300. 300 plus 300, 300 high, 300 wide, 100 by 100 area 5 equaling to 500 or 50 in darts. The time clock that runs 500, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals to 500 plus 125 equals to 6.25. 1.25 for the movement. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I do want to let you know that I purposely set it up that way right after this because 555 understanding in the center, okay, the center 5, 5, 5, and 5, there's 4 areas, 5, 10, 15, 20. Instead of 10, 10, 20, it's 5, 5, 5, 5, equaling to 6.25. Don't forget the center of the reality is something is going to possess. Area space is possessed with something. It's either there and you see it, it is possessed with your eyes, or there's an element within, possessed with something you can't see yet. There's still an element in the position that your point of view is your point of view. 5 o'clock, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. I didn't mean 5 o'clock.